Alright, Assalamu alaikum, strong believers. This is Malik Bhai. Another day, another video. We are in the series of stories of the Prophet. So, boys, we have talked about who?
Prophet Adam.
Prophet Adam alayhi salam and, yes, Iblis. Who else?
Angels? Allah?
Angels, Allah. Hawa. Very good. So, what we're going to do is today we're definitely going to finish the story of Prophet Adam, and then we're going to move on to the other prophets who came after Prophet Adam, and then we'll go from there. So once again, a reminder.
My friend.
Is he? Adam is your friend? Very nice. This is Ihsan, and he has a friend named Adam. But strong believers, if this is the first time you're coming down to this channel, do not forget to subscribe and hit that bell icon so you get notification as we come up with new videos on Malik Bhai's channel. Alright, welcome back. Boys, tell me about Prophet Adam alayhi salam. So we said Prophet Adam, we talked about Hawa, angels, Iblis, okay? Now, what was one of the lessons that you learned in the story? Yes, Musa.
Obviously, maybe challenges and tests in life, and you need to learn how to fight them.
Very good.
Temptations.
What else?
What is it called? Don't listen to Shaitan.
Don't listen to Shaitan. Allah is warning you that he is going to be your worst enemy. But Shaitan whispered and he lured Prophet Adam and Hawa, our mother Hawa, or Eve in English, lured him in, and he got them to do what was sinful at that time. Do not eat from such and such tree. It doesn't matter what that tree was. It's definitely not apple tree, because Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala never said it's apple tree. But overall, he was told not to eat from that tree. So he ate from the tree, and then we know that his clothes started being exposed. So what we need to know is that when it comes to Shaitan, what he's going to try to do is make sure that you eat haram, and you are basically, you're going to dress improperly. And that's one of the best ways that he can get inside our hearts. What else? Any other lessons?
Listen to Allah.
Listen to Allah, yes.
Don't be ignorant.
Don't be ignorant.
I mean, they're not ignorant,
Don't be arrogant.
Arrogant, yeah.
Arrogant, yes. And that was one of the sins that Shaitan had. That, look, both of them were honored, Prophet Adam and Shaitan. Both of them committed a sin, but the attitude was different. The attitude is, when you're wrong, guys, admit that you're wrong. Okay? Tell Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, I was wrong. I was the wrong one, and I want to change myself. Help me be a good person and keep me away from the whispers of Shaitan. Now, why was Prophet Adam and Hawa, remember, Shaitan asked for more time, okay? And he's like, till the day of judgment, I'm going to make sure that I come to them from left and right, up and down, and I want to make sure that I take them to hellfire. And he started blaming Allah. That was the attitude that he had. So now they were sent down. Why were they sent down? All three of them, Adam, Eve, even some of the jinns. Yes.
Because Adam and Eve ate from the tree.
Okay.
But the reason why he sent them down to earth, giving them a chance, because they said that, I'm sorry.
Yeah, but they could have just stayed in earth, in Jannah.
But this is why, because they committed a sin. So
Allah forgave them, but he also said, you're going down to this earth.
Yeah. There's a concept.
Okay.
I know what.
Hold on. No. Yes.
Me?
Yes.
Okay. They went to Earth because in the beginning, even in the beginning, when I was playing with Allah, said, I'm making this creation for the Earth. And the reason why they couldn't stay in Jannah is because Jannah is supposed to be like a super pure place, and no sin is supposed to be committed there.
Okay.
So he's probably said, if you want another chance, you can't really stay in Jannah anymore. As a punishment, I guess.
As a punishment, but he forgave him. What kind of forgiveness is this when he's still punishing us? And let's say it's Adam who came down to this earth and he was punished. Why are all of us being punished to be on the earth?
Why
are we
not?
being punished because something that Adam alayhi salam did?
Oh, he wanted it to be a test.
No. Okay.
I know why.
Hold on. So
because he made these.
Salahuddin. I just said hold on, right? So when I say hold on, that's it. Okay. Don't jump in until I tell you. So you had your chance, and I really loved your point, okay? They were very good points. All you guys had very good points. And you know what? strong believers, most of the people around the world do believe that we are on this earth because Prophet Adam made a mistake. But the first thing when we started this series of the story of Prophet Adam, and Musa, I think you hit the point, and you definitely did too, Salahuddin, that yes, this life is a test. And this whole thing with Prophet Adam eating from the tree, and then Allah said, okay, well, you guys are doomed going on to this earth, is not correct, because Prophet, when Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala announced, before Prophet Adam was even created, right, he announced to all the angels that inni ja'ilun, what did he say? Fil ardi khalifa. Right? So he said that I'm going to create on this earth a khalifa, not in paradise but on earth. So we were destined to be created for earth for a temporary time anyways. But this whole thing with the shaitan scene is happening is to let us know that shaitan is our biggest enemy. Okay? Allah forgave Prophet Adam, and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will never make us suffer for something that our parents did or somebody else did. Okay? That's not the concept in Islam. So we're here because we were made for the earth. We are representative of laws of Allah on this earth anyway. So don't ever think that because Prophet Adam made a mistake, we're all suffering from it. Otherwise, we'll never be happy on this life. You got to know that we were created for the earth for a temporary time, and then that time will decide whether you're going to go to paradise or hellfire. And always remember that shaitan is going to be your worst enemy in this battle. What is the best day in Islam? In the week?
In the week?
Yes.
Ramadan?
In the week.
Friday.
Friday.
Oh yeah, Friday.
Yes. Ehsan?
In the week.
Best day is?
Friday.
Friday. Very good. Very good. Okay, so the best day is Friday. By the way, just a quick tip for the parents: make sure you involve everybody, even if it's somebody like a baby, because he wanted to talk, and I had to get him involved, even if it's something small like that. Okay, so the best day is Friday. Yes, that is right, because that is the day when Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala created Adam, and that is the day when he was sent down to this earth. Okay, so but you know what? The day of judgment is also going to be on Friday. So yes, it's a moment of happiness, but at the same time, it's a reminder that day of judgment can come anytime, and that will be on Friday as well. So
it was the moment that life was created, and that the moment that life will end.
Yeah, that's a good one. So, hey, Sana baby, can you get up? We're doing story time. Very nice. Okay, so life on earth. Now remember, now Prophet Adam Islam has challenges. He has to figure out how to make clothes. Remember, they didn't have stores. They're like the only ones. They're the first family to be on earth in this world. So now they can't just go out and buy clothes. They have to figure out how to make clothes, right? They have to make clothes. They have to figure out how to hunt down animals so they can eat, right? Or grow their crops. And on top of that, they have parenting to do, right? That's challenge as well. How do we make sure that my children are going to be righteous children? Because if these children are not righteous, guess what? The children who are going to come after, and then after, they might not be righteous either. So you have to make sure that he really does a good job in upbringing his kids. You have to cover yourself up, baby. Okay. Prophet Adam was given in the beginning children in the form of what?
In the form of
Of course, human beings, but
yeah.
What did he get? A boy first and a girl after?
He got twins.
Uh-huh.
And then he got another set of twins.
Yes, very good.
And
that's it. Okay, so remember, remember now we have to, grow life on earth. And the way you got to do is you have to get married. And we know in Islam, we're not allowed to marry our sisters or our siblings, right? So in this case, they were twins. So first you get a set of twins, which is a boy and a girl. And then you get another set of twins, which is a boy and a girl. But this boy and a girl, since they were born together, they cannot marry each other. And this boy and a girl cannot marry each other either. After that, if you have kids, now they're cousins, okay? So if these two got, so what you have to do is the boy from this group and a girl from this group have to get married. And the girl from this group and boy from this group have to get married. Now when you have kids, now these two can of course marry each other because they're cousins. But overall, these two could not marry each other. These two could not marry each other. So the first boy was called you had the two brothers, the first two brothers from the set of twins were called Qabil and Habil. Okay, so Qabil and Habil, these were the two twins. Now, the Qabil really liked his own sister that was born with her, and he really wanted to marry her, but it was incorrect. Islamically, it's incorrect. They had to marry. The Qabil had to marry sister of Habil. Okay, so this Habil is like, look, this is my right. I have to marry your sister, and he's like, no, I want to marry the girl that was born with me. And there's a little bit of disagreement. So they're like, you know what? Let's solve this dispute by sacrificing for the sake of Allah. So what's it called? Qabil, who was on the wrong side, what did he do? He takes some like old barley and he sacrifices it for the sake of Allah. He just puts it back. In the days, they will put it somewhere and a fire will come and eat it. And that's how you know that your sacrifice was accepted. And then Qabil or Abil or Habil basically gave a very nice animal, right? Could be a sheep or so on, and sacrifice that.
Qabil is the one who wants to marry his own sister.
Yes. Okay. So what happens is his sacrifice gets accepted. Qabil's. So Qabil is now even more upset. So like, this is it. You know what? He decides to kill his own brother Habil. So okay, hold on a second, son. So Qabil. So now who killed who?
Qabil killed Habil.
All right. So when Qabil is about to kill Habil, Habil is like, you know what? Even if you want to kill me, I'm not going to, stretch my hand to kill you. But you're gonna be the one from the wrongdoers. And he didn't care because that whole desire, the love for his sister that he had, it just overpowered, and he didn't care about the commands of Allah. Already, guys, remember, human beings are born with a good nature and bad nature. He fed his bad one, and he killed his own brother. And then now he's like hiding this body. He's like, where should I bury it? Right now, this is the first killing, and this is going to be the first burial on earth. And they're like, we don't know how to bury this body, right? So he's looking and looking, and then Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala sends down this crow. And this crow basically scratches the earth and kind of shows him that this is how you're supposed to bury. And then he was so regretful, and he's like, look at me, I couldn't even figure out how to bury my own, corpse of my own brother. So anyways, he buries it, but then he became one of the regretful one as well. But of course, he made a big mistake, okay? And by killing his own brother. Why? Out of that desire. One of the cheat things that every time we forget who killed who, is it Qabil killed Habil? The way you know that is by K, the Ka sound, kill, right? So that's how I remember that. Qabil killed Habil. All right, okay. So now let's talk about. So that's basically the end of the story of Prophet Adam. Many lessons that we get. I just want to point out that after that, the one of his sons named Sheath took over, and they say that there were 104 psalms that were sent. These are the types of scripture that that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala revealed. 104 were sent. 50 of them were sent to Prophet Sheath. So now that's pretty much what we know about Prophet Sheath. Then we also know about Prophet Idris. Okay. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is saying that he was man of truth and prophet, and he was raised to a very high station. So pretty much that's all we need to know. Next week we will be or the next story that we'll be talking about, now that we've finished the creation of mankind, talking about Prophet Adam alayhi salam and his creation and his his encounter with Shaitan and the whole rivalry and how he's our biggest enemy. So many lessons that we have learned. We talked about just coming down on this earth. Remember, there's no influences around you, but there's this human nature that we have. And Prophet Adam's sons got into a little argument as well, out of basically desire for a beautiful woman who's gonna marry who. Of course, one of them did wrong to another and already started killing. So you can see that you can be around the best people, but at the end, you have to control your own actions. You have to control your own desires and make sure that you're following the laws of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. The other is now we talk about Prophet Sheath and Idris very little. If that's all what Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has mentioned, and then that's all we need to talk about. Okay, so that's pretty much it. Now we're going to talk about Prophet Nuh. So once again, think positive, stay away from all that negativity that's out there, and make sure you comment any other lessons that you might have known. Share that with us. I would like to see if you like the video. Give me one of the thumbs up, and other than that, inshallah, we'll see you next time. This is Malik Bhai. Assalamu alaikum.